Action!
You disgust me. Grow up.
How we all doing, movie watchers and fucking cinema dwellers of all ages, shapes and sizes, colours and creeds, sexes and non-binaries. There you go. I think that's everything. How are we, Christopher? We all right?
Yeah, so I feel like absolutely included after that opening there. Me and all my split personalities anyway.
Oh, I was expecting you to shave your beard so you could play the part of Big Fifi. Get a wee neckerchief on, a pair of braces.
Aye. It's very homoerotica, this, Max, Paul, by the way.
Oh, everybody's included. There's no guys and women, there's just pumping. You know what I mean? So, in case you didn't know, folks, this is episode 11 of What's the Script? And we're doing the 1979 cult classic, I'll call it, because it's like Marmite, which Australians love. You either fucking love it or hate it, and it's Mad Max.
Oh, they're into Vegemite and all, I think.
Yeah, that's what it is, mate. Vegemite. And I'd like to, before we go any further, I'd like to apologise to the listeners that we do have in the Southern Hemisphere, mate, from Australia, because we have a couple. I'm going to fucking murder your accent. What, mate? Okay, mate. Fair income.
It's just that's the one accent I kind of do. Somebody told me years ago how to do it. It's like there's one part of Australia, it's like they're trying to hold in a burp when they're talking all the time. Yep, like totally, yep.
Good, I like that one. I'll do later. That's brilliant. I'm going to practice that now. You need to practice as well. You're good at the accents. There's no many you can do.
I know.
So this is part of your, I was going to say, collection. You see it up the corner there, mate. Was it Blu-ray you've got it on?
Aye. When they brought the new one out, because I was trying to get these, but then they were wanting £15 a whip for each one. And then when Mad Max came out, they went, "Oh, there's the trilogy for £20." And I went, "To me."
I'll be having you. Thank you.
Aye.
In the basket. Check out later. Continue shopping. Excellent, mate. No, it's good. As I say, it's a cult classic, innit? I mean, you're a fucking love. You need to take it for what it is, first of all, because we're talking, I was born 78, so this is 43 fucking year old, man.
Aye. And by the way, see, the fact that this got made, it is like a miracle practically, because it's the budget is non-existent. You know what I mean?
I mean, obviously it's an Australian-made film, but it was taken on by American artists that thought, fuck it, we're going to put this out. I'm bloody bit I'm glad they did, because, as you said there, mate, the budget was $350,000, and to date, it's made back $100 million.
Yep. And that was a record up until Blair Witch Project came out. So just
what a fucking waste of money that was. Tell you.
Aye. It start Lassie's nostrils, but they sold it.
Telling you, I've never seen 2 or 3, or I don't know if there's 4 or 5, but no, shite, utter shite.
Aye.
But as I say there, cult classic, love it or hate it, you can't fucking deny it. 100 million, 3,000% or 30,000% upsell.
Aye.
One of the two. I can't do maths on the spot, sorry.
But I just showed you, it wasn't supposed to be like a post-apocalyptic film, but see, because they had no money for production and stuff, it just had to be that way. So
that's right. Because you couldn't get fucking permission off of towns or states or places of business.
That's what I mean. See, all the stunts in this are illegal. So obviously, crashing through that caravan and all that. See, as soon as they done that, the director was out with a brush rushing it off the road and stuff. Know what I mean?
I think this is where the original Total Recall got their Mars Eyes for.
Oh, mate.
I forgot all about that. Just seen them fucking. Oh,
mate. Oh,
we'll get right into it then.
Aye, there's a bit of this and all, mate. It fucking kept killing me. I just like mash repeat humour, but you'll get to it.
Normally I can say I've got about 2 or 3 things, but this one there's about 22 or 3 things that we fucking get to, man. So we start off quite fucking candidly with the halls of justice, and it's that, man.
That's it. Right there. Meanwhile, back at the halls of justice.
I know. And the halls of justice is a fucking disused warehouse factory somewhere. You know what I mean?
Again, I think it's another abandoned building they just made use of.
Aye, because nobody could say no to them. But even then, it shows you that the director was a bit fucking a novice. Halls of justice. So you think they're going to start there, but you don't. It then pans straight into a couple screwing in a field.
Aye, as you do.
As you do.
Oh. Aye.
One of our coppers is looking at them through a sighting and a fucking rifle, isn't he?
Aye. Again, as you do. It's upholding justice and pornography.
Aye.
Just as he's getting his kicks, a call comes across the radio, doesn't it? Yeah, cop killer.
That's it. And then we're right into the action. And I mean, going forward, we'll obviously get through it, but for everything that this film lacks, you can't fucking deny some of the chase scenes and the camera work for the chase scenes, by the way, are pretty fucking awesome. Again,
I see, knowing what you know, that the budget is non-existent. Know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's better than what you would get now with some low-budget films. I'm telling you, man.
Definitely, and I bet Ford were fucking rubbing their hands because all these cars are Ford Falcons. Even the souped-up beastie is a Ford Falcon V8, man, and I kept looking at them. I was like, is it Jensen Interceptors? Is it Capris? But Ford Falcons, and apparently Ford had a pure upsurge in sales, man, after this film, isn't it?
Oh, of course it did, man. Everybody's, well, especially the Mad Max motor.
Aye, I knew I want one. The fucking engine coming through the bonnet, you can't see over.
I know.
Sorry.
It's just pure impractical like
that. I know. But so, high-speed chase, the two of them get in the motor, and I can't remember if their call sign is Big Bopper or March Hare.
I know. Big Bopper.
Big Bopper at March Hare. Big Bopper at March Hare. We're in pursuit. Either, mate.
Oh, see, that's the thing I know. Apparently, when this was released in America, they dubbed all the voices to American. Aye, because they didn't think like American audiences would get the lingo.
Fuck's sake.
Aye.
There's a couple of kind of quiet spots in it. Like when Toe Cutter speaks a couple of times, you're like, the fuck? Because he's such a good character, man, and he's fucking brilliant. We'll get to Toe Cutter. But at the moment, we've got fuck's sake. We've got March Hay. They're in pursuit with this fucking nut job in a big black, again, Ford Falcon, and he called himself the Night Rider, and it's just him and this lassie, and we don't know what they've done or what they've been up to, but they're just tearing it down the highway, aren't they, man?
Aye, they're out for a leisurely drive. And she's fair enjoying herself. I'll say that about the Night Rider. He knows how to show you a good time.
It does. She's enjoying herself that much she doesn't get any lines in the film. Not very many fucking day, man.
Oh, but it's just, apparently the stuff he's shouting is lyrics to an AC/DC song, but I don't know what one it is.
Oh, I never took that on board. I was too much engrossed with him shouting there the airwaves at them like, what is it, fucking, I'm a suicide maniac. You know what I mean? You know me, Toe Cutter. You know me, Toe Cutter. I remember him, the guy that played him for Neighbours. I knew he was a fucking badging in Neighbours, man, but I can't remember who in Neighbours he played because I've looked for it. I can't find it.
Oh, it's just see that the moustache. It just reminds me of that guy Chopper.
Aye, a cross between him and who was the guy? I had him in my head there. Aye, Vernon Wells, who played the bad guy in Predator.
Aye.
Big queen and all, man. Bennett, let off some steam.
Oh.
But anyway, he's turning it down the highway with this bird. We've got Mark Cher in pursuit. The other two fucking are coming, and they've already crashed into a fucking stop sign, spun out.
Aye, and you're seeing just clips of Max. Max isn't bothered at all. He's fixing his engine, playing about.
Sunglasses on and not a bead of sweat in his brow. Not to tell you.
Aye.
This is his first rodeo.
I know. Aye, fucking the bold Max. Not one fucking given.
No, fucking brilliant. Very all right, Max. How you doing, mate? Cool. Smash.
It's just the way.
I took it the right way. I love that. I don't know who that was.
It's the way the wee copper says it all. I've dealt with this before. A terminal psychotic.
No.
Okay.
But they're in pursuit. Other two have spun out, but they managed to get the motor started again and say, "We're back in the game, mate. We're back in the game."
Aye, because they change drivers and all, didn't they?
Aye.
But it's the big guy, he should be driving, and the other, he's a wee bit timid, isn't he?
He is a wee bit timid. He wants to drive all the time, but I bet he wishes he was driving by the end of it, fuck's sake.
Oh, definitely, man. Aye, but
so, before we get Max, mate, but what happens is they get back in pursuit, and then we see a fucking woman arguing with a guy, leaving her pram at the side of the road, didn't we? And the wee Wayne gets fucking out of the pram.
Well, before that, we're introduced to Goose at the diner.
You're right.
He's telling a good story.
He's at Fat Nancy's. Fat Nancy's daughter, mate.
Oh my god. He's just telling a story, isn't he? Fucking the guy crashes into a tree and his face is stuck to the tree and he's just trying to scream in their face. And the wee guy's like, "Oh well, that's me finishing my eggs there."
Oh, back onto his plate, man. So he's in the diner, man, and we just see the fucking motors turn past, and the wee guy behind the counter was, "Would you look at that?" So Gus, obviously jumps up, sunglasses on, fucking muffin in his mouth, does the TJ hooker out of the water.
For action purposes.
And the other telling thing about that is just as fast as him are the two fucking salvage recovery trucks.
Aye, they're off in a shot, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
But again, he's a brave man, our Goose. I wouldn't be chasing after them in a motorcycle. Man,
what the fuck? So he's obviously, I think when they wrote this, I think Goose was just a wee bit more experienced an actor than Mel Gibson. He was meant to be the eye candy back then.
The eye candy.
Eye candy and the comedy fucking factor.
Was there no a Goose in Top Gun?
Yes.
Is this what that's supposed to be? I
think so. Because they must have watched that, man. Top Gun must have watched that and fucking, I like that name, the Goose. So get sunglasses for it all. What is a bike that flies in the sky? Oh, Harrier jump jets.
But back to the pursuit, and this couple have got a caravan. They're trying to turn direction, and the car cuts out. Anyway, it's just why I laugh. And then meanwhile, fucking what's that guy's? Where's Waldo? He's arguing with his missus, and Dennis the Menace has wandered out into the street.
The world's most fucking furthest away Hamilton Ackie supporter. Right, so I'll sign you with Charlie Duggan the other night. What about it, mate? And meanwhile, the Wayne's got out the pram and wandered into the highway, and you're like, oh, for fuck. Oh no, the Wayne.
Oh,
and before that, the other one hits the kind of the bulk van, didn't it?
Aye, they take it. Aye, because I think they removed the engine for that, so it didn't fucking explode and all that. And that's how it's even hit it. It fucking turns into Lego practically.
To coin a favourite phrase of yours, it was made out of prawn crackers. Fucking brilliant.
Oh.
It goes through this van, it just fucking, as you say, mate, van just annihilates itself, man. Turns into a Chinese fucking lantern, you know what I mean? Everywhere. So they've spun out again, and this time we think they're fucked.
But, the motors I told were right off, man. It's just... But as they're looking back, the Knight Rider, he's bearing down on the youngin, isn't he? And he's licking his lips like he's looking forward to it.
His bare feet, man, fucking full throttle.
Stranger danger.
And then you just hear fucking her with the black perm screaming like Mammy's Day. But luckily enough, the Wayne's in the middle of the two cars, and two cars go either side of him. The Wayne's all right, mate. Wayne's probably older than me now, know what I mean?
Definitely, man. But I crashed. The Polish motor crashes for the caravan, didn't it? And that's them out of the game, sort of thing.
They avoid the telephone box, and then fucking right through the caravan, and then we're definitely at the game this time. And we at least sit in the passenger seat. Better send a meat wagon for Charlie. Took one sore on the throat. Took man cleaning the throat or some shit.
I know, pure nonchalant. See, I was looking at it. I know, seeing the hangman, obviously in the van, obviously there's like debris and all that came through the caravan. I thought it was like a knife in the seat behind him. It's the honel on a pot. It's like, oh, I wonder if that's what cut his throat.
Well, funnily enough, you weren't just the only one that gets something mixed up, because obviously there's a net cutting through the windshield.
Aye.
But before I thought a net cutting, I thought, some cunt's wedding dress. But I visited, I watched it back again today, and I'm like, no, Craig, it's a fucking caravan. It's got net cuttings. That's what it is. You know what I mean?
Oh, fucking.
So he took a net cutting right to the throat.
Oh.
A fucking pot handle.
But that's all and Goose. He comes to a grinding halt and all. And just these mad Australians, by the way. What's happening? I don't know, mate. I just go here. Fuck off, man.
Quality. So now every cunt's out the game. Knight Rider thinks he's getting away. Little does he know, our Max, that's him. Time to go, mate. And he's sitting fucking dead eye on with him, lights on, waiting him coming in, and it's a game of chicken.
Aye. The Knight Rider thinks he's psychotic and all that, but little does he know, Max is a bit mad. Hey!
Because Rider fucking, you know what I mean, he dodges.
Aye. And
then obviously Max turns around and goes in pursuit. And then Knight Rider starts fucking weeping like a wee lass.
It's like Ian Beale. I've got nothing left.
Oh, fucking brilliant analogy. Ian Beale. Brilliant. So I'm getting the gist of, he's either he thinks this guy's crazy, he just beat me at chicken, or I know that cunt, that's Max.
Aye.
You know?
I think at this point, Mad Max he's the one not to be messed with, isn't he? He's like the hero cop sort of thing.
Aye. But the bumper to bumper on that's fucking brilliant. When he gets got up to him, man, so fucking excellent. As you say, mate, there's not got a lot of room for error when you're doing these shots. You know what I mean? There's no like take twos and all that when you're driving through whatever the is rang.
No, that's what I mean. That's how I was like, see the stunts and all that. Because let's see the roads. They didn't even shut roads off.
Oh,
see what they done is they went, right, we're filming this scene. We need to finish this before the Polish show up. Know what I mean? That's what makes it even better. Know what I mean?
Aye, it makes it even more appealing, mate. But so he's bumper to bumper, he's getting me nudges and shit. Knight Rider kind of comes through a bit of smoke at the wee brow of a hill, didn't he?
Aye, and there's a wee guy.
And I didn't stone the red flag.
It's a stop flag. But Max sees him, because Max hits the brakes, didn't he? But this was a stunt that went wrong. They've got a see how you see the Knight Rider's motor, and it's got like flames or something comes out the exhaust.
Aye.
That was like an Australian military rocket or something that was supposed to shoot them right into the tankards. But it was that pillow shot and run it. That's not how you see it.
Aye, it's fun, isn't it?
Aye, but that's how then it blows up later. But they just pieced that together. That was aye, of course. But then that's when you first see the fucking the big pop out eyes.
I know, man. Everybody that's seen Total Recall 1990 will know Arnold Schwarzenegger's eyes on Mars, they fucking pure protrude. Eyes, man. but in the context of the film, it's like fucking cartoon Tom and Jerry eyes, man.
Aye.
Like, burn.
It was like me in the fucking Dakota Hotel when he said $7.15 for a pint. I was like, how much?
What hotel?
Dakota Hotel. I and he's no lost on me.
Wow, you must have been awfully thirsty there. But anyway, that's the end of the Knight Rider, and his poor wee bird that wasn't saying fucking booty a goose, man. They hit the tanker up in the air, and the most surprising thing about all this is they actually get him all in a coffin because they must have been into a billion bits, you know what I mean?
Aye, proper bits somewhere this Australian countryside.
Aye, but for there, straight to Max in the house. There's no, again, the directing, it's no seamless scene to scene. It's like, we're here. Oh, fuck, we're here now. You know what I mean? It's just
apparently that wee house is still there.
Right.
It's like a holiday home, you can book it. I don't know how real that is.
See, but when I seen the wee house on the water, away from every cunt, what was the first thing you thought of? Who else does Mel Gibson play in a wee on the water?
I can't remember his name.
Riggs.
Michael Wetton. Aye, Riggs. I was going to call him Briggs, but I was like, that's not it.
Johnny Briggs. Hello, Johnny Briggs, yeah.
Aye.
I should very much like to be your partner. But it's just a wee sample of his home life. He's sitting drinking a beer, as you do, watching your wife play the fucking saxophone. And the wee Wayne's crawling about the fucking kitchen table. Aye. And all that. And life seems kind of idyllic for him, doesn't
it? For some reason, Max can't dry his own hair. He has to get his wife to do it, like he's a dog that's come in for the fucking rain. And it just, that's brilliant after 3 days. Oh, like Balloon Bear.
And that's just kind of, and again for there, boom, we're at Max arriving at fucking dun dun dun, halls of justice.
It's like the old Batman show, isn't it? Meanwhile, back at the halls of justice.
What'll our heroes be up to next week? Find out in Halls of Justice. So Max is in the policeman's yard, if we can call it that, but that's what it's meant to be. He's just juggling with apples. Gus turns up their sole leg in his bike, flings him an apple, and then they make their way into the building, and they're in the underground, the darkest fucking garage ever invented.
That's where you want to be when you're working with intricate engines and stuff. If you got that 8mm screw, beg your pardon.
I said that. Then this mad mechanic that fucking cuts about like Gollum, fucking stuff on my tea towels and all that.
Oh, the camaraderie.
It's fucking brilliant, seamless. And it takes him to show him the new souped up fucking motor. Says the last V8, didn't he?
The last of the V8s, which I didn't really think about. See, when I seen these like the first time round and all that, because I was always wondering why is Max's motor sought after, like in the next film, and obviously because it's a V8.
Aye.
Didn't think, you know what I mean? Aye,
because at this moment in time, well, the people aren't killing each other for fucking petrol yet, you know, but again, why would you want a fucking V8 and a fucking fuel crisis anyway, you know what I mean? 2 out in a gallon. But going to be one of the fastest things on the Bastard Road. So it's desired, mate. Flicking desired.
That's it.
Just looked at this motor. It says fucking they go to half bits and bobs. It says, say something, mate, say something. When can we take it when can we take it for a spin? And they'll giggle at me lasses. Brilliant, man.
But in the meantime, I know, and it's like is it like Fief? What's his name? Fifi.
Fief, his full name, isn't it? Fifi McFifi. Played by the very unkempt looking Roger Ward.
Fuck. Having some higher up is
That whole scene, man.
I think they're listening to Max that he's wants to leave the flossing on it. But you know what I don't get?
Is that what it is?
Why does he put that like the fencing helmet thing on? I know it's no fencing. I think it's like a Japanese.
Aikido mask.
Aikido. That's it.
I just didn't understand that whole scene because he's listening into their conversation. I thought, we've got him now. And I thought, who have you got and what have you got him for?
Aye.
The guy who's apparently paid a lot of money for something. I don't know. Maybe it's the car. As you say, if they're wanting Max to be head of police, we'll need to entice him with this motor. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, maybe. It's just again, I like you. I was like that. I don't know what you're. I'll accept it. I'll accept it.
maybe like in the not too well. What is it? It starts off with a couple of years from now. Maybe a couple of years from now, you can't go for a pint of milk without a fucking Aikido mask on.
Well, this is supposed to have actually happened around about 87 or something. Know what I mean? So,
as you say, motors apart. The fact that they didn't have a budget to use towns, scenes, places of business, and like that, you can lose yourself in time. You can't really date it apart for the cars. You know what I mean? Which pretty worked out in their favour, I should say.
Aye.
But that's about it.
But again, like you say, it doesn't merge scenes or anything, doesn't it? No, it just next thing, it's night time and Max has took out another couple of rogues. You know what I mean?
Rogues. When the motor fucking gargling his own blood.
And the ambulance crew slapping nobody into the bed.
I know, just standing there, immaculate. In fact, they don't even look like ambulance crew, they look like fucking ice cream vendors for the 50s or something, man. And Fifi pulls him aside, has a wee word to him, doesn't he?
Aye. I need to watch out for the Night Rider. His crew's looking for you.
Aye.
You know who I thought he was at all? See big Fifi behind Escape from New York.
Yes. I know you're talking about.
He fights the big guy in the ring.
Aye.
That's what I thought it was.
I looked at his filmography just to see if it was either him or the other person I thought it was he was one of the guys in the Blue Oyster Club at a police academy. But I'm sad to say it was neither, mate. Neither. Just his get up and all that, you know what I mean?
Man. There is a very homoerotica theme to this. Everybody's in leather, and then the gang's coming up, right? No, I mean you've now got a theory. Well, I've got a theory about the gang. So
right. So we've got what we see as a semblance of a town, right? But it must have just been a fucking shop in a garage that they opened up to get the use of. And this biker gang of about fucking 20 at first, came in and see the way they did a wee Burley and they all parked seamlessly and all that. It's fucking nice, man. I bet that took a few takes.
Well, it might have because that was actually a real biker gang that they used. See, a real Australian biker gang. Can't remember what they were called. Might have been Nemesis or something for some reason.
Oh,
that's what it was, because there was a inside joke in the film as well that comes up later in the film. But it was a real biker gang they used.
Well, it is the only time that they wore helmets, so it could have been fucking the Blue Angels for all we fucking know. You know what I mean?
because that's the thing I know. See all the extras in this film, they were all paid in beer because there was no money to give them. So they went,
What
hey,
you
go
Back, oh, want to be in a film? I'll do anything for a Castlemaine 4X, man.
Wait, see the fact that you said that, Paul was talking to me about the Castlemaine adverts. And there's a wee
Really?
guy hanging off the cliff. And he goes, I can see Castlemaine from here. Like,
Do you remember that? Yeah.
No, because I was born in 92.
I don't know if he explained it to you properly. They crash out a plane. One's in the tree and one's down there. And the one down there's like, Snowy, 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 I'm up here. What can you see? I can see the pub from here. That's it. I mean, that's what it's about. Are we going to survive? I can see a pub. Fucking
Brilliant.
But the gang get into the town, didn't they? They say to the wee fucking mechanic guy or shop seller guy, we're waiting for a friend. They come in the train. You guys say, now we bloody things come in here. There's a couple of crates and that. Coffee.
That'll be our friend. But as you see Mad Toe Cutter, he's just going.
And Mad Bob Nettie.
Aye, he's fucking creepy looking, that guy, isn't he?
I looked him up to think he's been in hundreds of things, and no, again, just it looks like so many fucking people. I was just playing that part. I don't know what it is, but I Mad Bubba, Roddy Bubba, he's a guy.
And then again, the guy that plays Toe Cutter, he was in the new one with Tom Hardy.
Was he?
He was in Immortan Joe. See,
Right,
the main villain with the big fucking mask and all that.
Him?
That's him.
Fucking Hugh Keys bum.
Same
His
actor,
name.
but obviously no the same character.
He's actually British Australian as well. But I just thought, but he plays a great part, mate. He plays that.
Mate, I thought he would have been in more stuff.
He actually does come across as the only trained actor in the whole fucking film. Don't mean to pan or poo every cunt else, but it sticks out a mile because even at this stage, Mel Gibson, he's done fuck all.
No, well, he didn't even actually go for this part. His mate went along to audition for it, and see at the time the director seen him, but he had bruises and cuts and all that because he was fighting a couple of nights before or something. Right. And he said, "Told me come back," and he obviously must have seen his looks, and they went, "Right." Eye candy.
Must have seen the fucking piercing blue eyes.
Aye.
I never knew he had eyes that blue until I seen this film, man. Oh, Mel.
Shimmy my timbers.
So the gang of anyway in the tune, Toe Cutters with a coffin. They're getting on with, I call him Wee Red. There's this wee guy that's also in red. They're getting on with him fine, and then they just spit a milkshake in his face. And the two kind of main fucking screaming dudes.
Aye.
She's fucking. Things with a G in it.
Aye. Oh. This is fucking Diamante or something like that. Gundalini. Aye. Gundalini and Muck Guts or something. That's the other guy's name.
Well done, mate. Gundalini, Muck Guts. So the other ones, when they first arrived, they start playing the tango on the street. All that. But they decide upon themselves that we're having you, Red. And they chase the wee boy up, and then they fuck him at the door. And next thing you see, he's tied to a bike. Fucking get out of town, man.
See, I thought he was getting taken away for a right good scene. That's what I thought that was all about.
But they find a better source of thing, because all the while there's a couple that have been sleeping in a fucking hot rod that looks as if it could outrun fucking the Starship Enterprise, you know what I mean? So when they see wee Red getting taken out of town, they think, oh, let's get out of here, man. They fucking in the wee hot rod and they hightail it, but they've nearly knocked down the Toe Cutter on the way out of town. Yeah, he's no that.
Aye, the fucking obviously, and then he's got the loudest whistle in fucking history. That must have shattered windies when he done that. Know what I mean? But all the gang was like, oh, at the start, we're going hunting, sort of thing.
That's the hunting whistle. Let's go. Woo! Well,
Because one guts, he starts hurling like a banshee, you know, doesn't he?
aye, fucking brilliant. So I had a wee hot rod, there's this guy, and again, a beautiful young lady that doesn't say fuck all. And they're getting away. They think they're getting away, and he's like, no worries. That's his only line, actually. No worries. And then before you know it, the fucking bikes are right in his bumper. And that's when you start seeing a theme through this film that the high-speed action shots are kind of fast-forwarded to make it look even faster.
Aye, because everybody, they catch up the distance with, see whenever that is a chase, they catch up like nobody's business.
What factor 3?
But again, it's good, mate, because you're like, oh, there they've caught him there.
Aye.
These are not to be trifled with.
Oh, him with the one eyebrow there with the meat cleaver to the windshield.
Aye, but aye, that's enough to knock him off the side of the road, isn't it?
Aye.
And the next thing, the gang. I mean, it's not enough that obviously wet the day to the couple, but it's not enough that, nah, we're going to wreck your motor, son. Just smash it to bits, stab the tyres, just demolish it.
Didn't even siphon the fuel at it. And the day they make fucking short work of the motor, didn't they? They're on tap it with pinch bars and fucking blades and hammers and chains and fuck knows what, man. But that guy's acting, man.
Oh, man, bastard. Man, I can just imagine the director saying to him, act terrified.
Just before you get taken out of the window, terrify yourself to the camera.
It's just the way he keeps going.
They're dragged out of the window, man. Fucking, and then went to another scene. There's fuck all to do with that. And it's Max again in it. And
it's Max and Gus.
Max and Gus. Gus is like, Max, is there a... And they looked at the wee guy who's obviously escaped. He's running through the field with no scants on, but he's still got his tank top and blood coming out his arse.
Aye. Mate, I didn't see the whole time fucking watching this film. I didn't know he had blood on his ass. I wasn't until I had that Blu-ray HDR ready. I was like, oh my dear.
Oh. A fucking $10 bill sticking out his ass, man.
Oh, imagine that. Imagine surviving a world war and then having that done to you.
Exactly. And see when he's running away, obviously the cops fucking pull aside and they shout on him, but he's not having it. And they shout, Gus shouts out the fucking loudspeaker, what is it? Hi, Mike.
Turkey.
When he's not fucking listening, he's a turkey. Mate, you're a turkey. That guy said enough of gobble gobble, you know what I mean? Turkey. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. But Max says to him, I think there's more to be seen down this road here.
No. Man, he gets into this scene, isn't it? Johnny Boy's still there. Johnny Boy's.
Johnny the boy.
Johnny the boy. He's fucking, he's at his skull.
For fastness in my notes.
And obviously, the lassie that was with the guy, she's there and all, she's all... Well, obviously what's happened is the two of them have been raped. Know what I mean? And she's... Aye.
Sundry.
Aye, and she's all battered and bruised, but Johnny the boy's got her on a leash, isn't she? And Goose goes to deal with her, and Max is dealing with this fucking... You see that guy? See Johnny? He fucking annoys me. He really does annoy me. He's like, there's always a character in these films that acts like him. It's usually, like, again, see back to Escape from New York, see the wee guy with the fucking blonde hair, the wee creepy looking cunt. He annoyed me in Escape from New York.
Can't think him in mate. Can't think him. But I know what you mean, in the Mad Max films, there's a weird again. In the one, he's on their side.
Aye.
The weird guy fucking helps him out on that with all the stuff around his mouth, obviously, and all that shit.
But
But Johnny the Boy's meant to be fucking like potty insane, and
Aye. He's like,
again, if it's happened after the gang, they've obviously let him get fucked up and stay there. You know what I mean?
that's it. I just left him like a practical joke. But,
Yeah.
but it starts calling them. This is, I think you start hearing them getting called the Bronze, and that's how they call. Well, that's what they call the Polis.
The bronze. Why?
Must be for the badge or something. I don't know. Maybe the badges are made of bronze or something. I don't know. maybe it's Australian lingo we don't get.
Probably, mate. You're probably right. But I was wondering about that. What's the bronze? You've just cleared it up, actually. But we see a toe cut on the back of a truck that they've got from where I know not. Off. And obviously fucking Mad Bubba comes up and goes, Johnny the Boy's done it again. That's why you're going to go back for him, Baba. I'm not going back there for him. You're not going back there for him, Baba. You're going back for me. He's playing a wee key. What's a key for?
Mate,
talk up.
Again, mate, he's one of the better characters in this. And like we've already said, he's one of the better actors.
Aye.
How he never went on to other things, I just don't know, mate.
He's in the part, isn't he? Definitely.
Aye.
We're reading lines from a script. Ha ha ha.
Aye, meanwhile, Goose and Max, they've jailed fucking Johnny the Boy.
So we're back at the House of Justice. So Johnny the Boy, mate, and Goose is fucking toying him into. Got you now, you fucking skag. Calls my skag.
Guys.
Couple of fucking shit, didn't they?
Aye, he's reveling in the fact that they've caught this fucking loony. But I know it's post-apocalyptic, right? It's still got a wee semblance of society and stuff, but there's a court, but nobody showed up to the court. So it was like a no contest, no witnesses, nobody for the tune, no nothing. So Johnny Boy gets to walk. You know what I mean?
Exactly. When the crime didn't happen in the fucking town anyway, it happened at Highway 66 or whatever the fuck it is.
Exactly.
But anyway, the lawyers have said, one lawyer was particularly cheeky to her Goose, calls him old man. Listen, old man. Fucking you, kid.
Aye. Your Goose takes umbrage to it.
It does. Big Fifi and put him back there.
Aye, then.
Be batting, didn't he? That's my witness. You're not going anywhere. Move aside, cut.
The old fucking, I don't know the time Johnny the Boy's winding him up, isn't he?
Oh, mate. What does it say to him?
I'm mute and a cripple or something like
that. My Johnny Boy turns and goes like that. Hi, Gus. See you later. Been a pleasure.
Oh, mate.
See that serious bit? Big Fifi puts on the most female pair of sunglasses I've ever seen in your fucking life. Big Audrey Hepburn's, man. And he's trying to play a serious line, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Let's get on with that first.
Aye, but again, Goose takes umbrage to it, didn't he? And they all spill out into this courtyard, didn't it? And the next thing, Goose starts getting him the old knuckles. And Max and...
Hey, Goosey, we know who you are.
We know who you are, Bronze. See, South Africans and Australians kind of sound the same.
Aye, whereas South Africa talk a bit like that, they have more D's and more pronunciation. And I don't want to say the word they use quite a lot because of racism. We can use it, we can do Blood Diamond.
But you sound like you were for fucking Dublin and all that.
Nothing tangents, but you see, you're going to practice your Australian accent. Always start as if you're asking a question. What's I seen you at the club last night and you were with Marie?
Dude, I can't remember who it was that says to me, but that's what it says. There's two ways to speak in Australian. One, they're trying to hold in the burp. Yep, well, listen here, mate. Is that one right? And the other one is, where are you going? No one knows. All right, okay. And it's always, it goes up and away, up and away.
Higher and higher, and it ends with a question mark.
Aye. But try to hold in a burp, that one, that was fucking, that's how I remember that, because it was funny as fuck. I couldn't stop laughing. Because it is.
So then we cut for there, right to a jetty at the water, and the gang's there hanging out and just being loud and getting off with mannequins and shit.
As you do. And Baba's, he's not happy with they two messing with the mannequin. And again, the toe cutter think she's been sent by the bronze.
Jeez, what names, Baba? It's a totally fucking out there kind of scene. And Bubba's been ordered to go and shoot it with his Luger, but Johnny the boy fucking gets there first with the shotgun and takes the face off it. And then toe cutter takes Johnny the boy into the water for we know what not. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Again, it's like kind of see how we're saying it's a bit of homoerotica. He starts pulling Johnny Boy's hair. Mm-hmm. Keep your sweet mouth shut.
After making him look tidying up his tie.
And then takes him away into the water for a stroll. You're like, all right.
Or he alluded to with the homoerotica, maybe it's smeared in a wee stroll, you know what I mean? You're watching this film the first time, you think, oh, he's dead. He's just too much trouble for the gang. He's offski. But no, he's not. Because right after that, fucking hell, we cut to what is referred to as a fucking nightclub in Australia. Goose is in there with a full fucking leathers on, watching this gorgeous singer sing a song. She just looks sick. It's as if she's looked at him and made up the song about him.
Aye.
With the leathers on down the highway, rubbing around.
And he's wailing it, isn't he? He's like,
yeah, he's fucking loving it, mate. He's writing about it. And the singer is Robina Chaffee, whose age has been kept off of all social media and off of fucking Wikipedia, so I don't know what the fuck she is. But I've definitely seen it. Again, she's been in prisoner cell block 8 or some such thing. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, like, Goosey's bike's been tampered with while he's in the club, innit?
that's it. This is the gang's planning on taking revenge, isn't they? So Goosey's bike's the first to get it. But Goose doesn't know this because he gets to spend the night with the pop sensation in the apocalyptic dystopian future.
Fucking Kylie Minogue's fucking role model there. I think she's sang on up the stair. I'm gonna take you up the stairs. My panties off and let you pump me again. That was a B-side for a hit single there. Tired Tarmac.
But it's the next morning, isn't it? And Goose, he's doing the walk of shame. Fucking sneaks.
He's doing, mate. Fuck that.
Aye. So, slinks out the room. Fucking a doll attached to the door. I don't know what that means. Fucking because out to his bike, and then again we hear all the call signs. Big Papa, Big Papa. It's nice to have you back, Big Papa. Fuck.
Oh, fucking hell, man. His full leg cast fucking came off really quickly, didn't it? It really did. He's back the bike and he's turning it down the highway at maximum velocity, terminal velocity, maximum speed, whatever you want to call it. Because Aaron, this can go above fucking, well, can he go under 70 miles an hour or whatever it is? And then the bike just fucking flips it.
It's just, whatever the sabotage was, it just sends them into the fucking air, doesn't it? But it's not enough to kill him, which I think the plan was. But
I don't know. Still gets out the grass, fucking laughing his head off.
Aye, can I dampen Goose's spirits?
Aye, on his wee radio like that, laughing. I'm all right. It's Jim Goose here. It's the Goose, and he's fucking radio attached and all that.
Aye. But again, in the apocalypse, fucking tow man comes nae bother. Just look after my van there, Goose. Aye, I'll just pedal back along this highway in the middle of fucking nowhere.
I know. And see the guy that gave him the van. I bet he's fucking so glad he never took a lift off him. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Get a fucking bicycle helmet on planet Earth anyway. And Gus sets off in this wee truck singing a lad's fucking Australian fable as he goes. Worrying not a jot.
Aye.
Just totaled his favourite bike and survived another crash. And lubber, 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 flubber, lubber, 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 lub, 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 might, gimme, might, lubber, lubber, lub.
That's what I mean. Have you ever seen that video with that big Ukrainian guy who just goes la 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 la? Wait, that's half what it was. That's that. Oh no, man.
No. And then they just
aye, and Johnny Boy and that are waiting round the corner, and I think what is it? He froze. Is it like a wheel?
a break. Aye. A break. Wheel cup.
Froze that with the most perfectly timed, mathematically fucking on point throw ever, and it goes through the windshield. I'd
love to know if they'd done that in one take, man, because it was just so nonchalant. If it was take 9 or take 30 or take 104, it would just gets up and puts up this hub and and pinpoint accuracy, goes through the windshield, and it's enough for him to spin out in it.
Aye, Goose ends up off the road in some kind of wee gully, upside down, and petrol pouring all over the place.
Good Australian word, galley.
Gully. But he's upside down, and the gang's closing in, isn't they? They know all petrol and all that, and I think the plan is they're going to set him on fire. Oh,
not Johnny the
plan. I think this is. Toe cutters why you getting Johnny to
man up.
Aye, Poppy's cherry, so to speak.
Poppy's cherry in a murdering kind of fashion. So, as you say, Goose trapped upside down in a wreck, petrol pissing everywhere. Toe cutter says, "Light me, Johnny." Lights bag. Says no at first, didn't he? He rings a lighter out, gets matches, lights his fag, and then gives him another match. No. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
That's again, mate. It's mental, isn't it? Because you get the sense that he's like a mad psychotic killer, and then when he's given the opportunity to do it, he just shakes it. Know what I mean?
That's it. But they like the second match, tussle. The match isn't purposefully flung or something. It just goes up, doesn't it? And rather than explode, Goose is just, as I said to you earlier on, Goose is getting cooked. You know what I mean? Brilliant.
Aye. Well, is after it, he gets fucking Darth Vadered.
Aye. And then he's on fire, and then again, boom, next scene, it's Max with the fucking blues and twos going to the hospital.
Aye. Rushes down this corridor into it, and all the rest of the guys are all there. All still in their leathers.
Aye, the full police force there.
And see what he goes into this room, right? And Goose is his best mate, right? So it's supposed to be like it's silent, right? So it's to be like a touching, kind of sensitive scene, right? See as he walks, all I can hear is his leather squeaking. So just oh, fucking.
Right, he's obviously 98% fucking burnt, and he's in a single bed with no monitors and the last thing he wants shining on him, a fucking sun lamp.
Exactly, mate. He's like his skin's like the top of a lasagna, you know what I mean?
Oh. I had enchiladas last night, and oh, Jesus.
Oh, mate.
His wee fucking Tony fuzz out, didn't it? All black and shit.
Oh, fuck, mate. That's how I felt fucking the other day there after coming out of that sun. How they all fight fucking petrol and all that, and the next one, I'm like, oh, right, you can have my petrol, and he's any factor 50.
So Max has seen his horn, but it's not enough for him. He's got to look at Goose's face. And for the way this film has been and is going to be, they don't. Again, it might be a budget issue. They didn't have enough to let you see.
Aye, makeup and stuff.
Do you know what I mean? But it's enough for the next take to turn to a Hammer horror film. Fucking big red eyes, man.
Well, there's another wee fucking dab of trivia for you. You know how in the next film you've got the great Humongo,
Yes.
the big villain in it. They were going to make that Goose, but then decided against it.
All right, because as if Goose is going to come back and blame fucking Max and MFP. When in fact it was his own big fucking mouth that got him into trouble.
Exactly. Fucking get turned into a human toasty.
So then that's enough for Max. He's had it. He's fucking done with it. He's up to the tap dancer to Big Fifi's. This
Aye.
Big Fifi's pants with a neckerchief on.
Aye. Aye. This bad man, this fucking no nonsense police chief, know what I mean? But he's like, nah, this is me. I'm fucking I'm getting it up. Because what is it? He eventually asks him, why are you getting it up? And Max says because he's beginning to enjoy it out there, isn't he? He's beginning to become, he's enjoying becoming this guy that runs down criminals and takes them out the game and stuff.
I'm starting to like it. That's what he says, man. Big Fifi's like, look. Take a couple of weeks off. Think it out, man. Grab a bed. If you come back to me, still want it? Nah problem.
Oh, grow a beard, man.
So then, so that was that on the stairs, as I say, and fucking. Then we get into the big vacation montage.
Aye, and it's
Music, mate.
There's the quintessential family lovey stuff in it. I mean, they even buy a dog. Like, I mean, it's just as family things go. Let's buy a dog. Know what I mean? And just again, this guy's walking about in the middle of nowhere with a pack of dogs. Aye.
Enough.
Aye, know what I mean?
Mental. But as I say, it's a big holiday montage. They're out in the sticks and they're lying in the grass, and he's telling Jessie, innit? His wife.
Jesse.
I just want to tell you I love you because I might not get the chance to tell you tomorrow or in 10 years. I want you to know, and that kind of shit. We still don't know what the fucking Wayne's name is. Know what I mean? That's the Wayne gets left in the van quite a lot. I'm noticing.
I think they start calling the Wayne Sprog, which I'm like, Sprog, I'm sure it is, which is quite funny because my uncle calls all the Waynes Sprogs. So,
but so they're on this wee road trip. They decide to stop at a wee. I'll just fast forward a wee bit. Stop at this wee garage to get a tyre repaired, didn't they?
Aye. Like any good mechanic.
Hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. There's we see the gang actually. We see him swinging into water. See nuts. I'm sorry, I'm getting all messed up here. They're on a vacation and they decide to put a fucking BP oil refinery in the background. And the next two films are fueling petrol. What the fuck's it? You know what I mean?
Oh no, mate. Fucking well, the next one was inspired by a fuel shortage that happened in Australia or something like that. So I think that's what that was all based on. But I seen BP myself there, and I was like, oh, that was a wee shout out.
Product placement. We get to the tyre place. She says, look, I'm going to go and get a fucking ice cream for the Wayne. The Wayne that can't talk has made her get her an ice cream. You know what I mean? He says, right, on you go. Even though there's baddies about, he lets her go.
He's talking to this wee mechanic, and like any good mechanic, he'll know just do what you've asked him to do. He's like, oh, we can do this, blah, 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 blah. That's plenty. But But she takes the waiting, doesn't she? And they're away to get ice cream. And they drive to this wee bit where obviously the gang's all hanging about.
Mm-hmm.
But she doesn't know that. You know what I mean?
No.
And they just see the latest victim.
That's it. So she comes out of shops with a wine and ice cream, and they're just being pests, isn't they? And the toe cutter fucking opens the door for her and all that, but he can't just let her get in the motor. He takes a lick at the phone and she puts him in the buzz and hightails there.
Sticks ice cream in his face for fucking good measure.
So she did.
She fucking takes off, and then obviously the gang's like after her. But what's the Italian guy's name again?
It is. Where is you, son? Where are you? Candidini.
Carradini. He hits a motor with a chain, and it wraps around the rack, and you think he just pulls him off his feet, but later on you find out that it's actually taking his horn off, which is a brilliant line for the guy who plays toe cutter in it later on. They get back to the garage, and Jesse's saying to Max to get into the car and all that. Instead they're going, but he's going, well, why? We're just going to get this tire. She's like, just trust me, get in. See the time it took her to convince him to get into the motor. She could have went, there's a gang back there. You know what I mean? We're getting chased.
Aye. Or by the time it took her to say that, the gang would have been fucking there. You know what I mean? Quite funny. They stop, they pull into a wee alcove and start breathing heavy, even though they've been driving. And that's where the dog gets hurts. The dog finds a horn, doesn't he? Bit of meat. She screams and he finds it fuck. Well, they phoned the police, didn't they? That's right.
They phoned the police, and he's on the this copper. He's on the phone to somebody. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I know." So he just, that's how the copper would react on the phone.
Aye, and then unless nobody climbs it, it's yours.
Aye, but then he arranges for me to go and stay in a wee farmhouse, didn't he? With this old woman and her boy.
And the old woman is the nostalgia boost for my childhood. Her name is Sheila Florence, and she played little Lizzie Birdsworth in Prisoner Cell Block H, and she was fucking brilliant, man. It was brilliant. And Prisoners, what the hell's it going, man? What? Belton, man. But she's not playing this, neither she is.
Oh, she's not to be trifled with.
Right. So they get to the farmhouse. She wants to go fucking sunbathing, didn't she? Well, he does in the car. But even after all that, knowing that there's fucking baddies out there, he's like, aye, on you go.
Aye. Aye.
I'm crazy about you.
Aye. Well, which turns out is made up fucking, that's not even sign language. It's just a horn movements they made up for the film. But again, see, not having a budget for the film and all that, and see the farmhouse. I think that was another abandoned building, and see all the furniture in it. That was all the crew members' furniture they furnished it with.
There you go. Needs must, all that. Needs must.
That's it. Ingenuity there.
So she goes away, doesn't she? She's away, does her sunbathing. Then the dog goes, aye. And then she decides, oh, where's my dog? I better head back. She's heading back through the woods.
Which is right out of the Monty Python's Holy Grail, by the way. See the way they're all hiding behind trees? We are the next to see Neep.
So it is, man. Because she instantly knows she's getting followed, right? There's cunts chasing her. And then in the middle of the woods, are fucking 4 pigeons up here. 4 fucking pigeons fly up in her face in the middle of the woods, and then back in Australia.
Right.
So that was definitely budgeted for, because I fucking brought 4 pigeons with them. Dramatic pigeon.
What's the thing that's hanging? Is that the dog? Did they kill the dog? Bastards.
Aye.
See, I don't mind these films and all that. See, as long as the dog survives.
I know, mate.
Bastards.
Harsh. But she's made it back to the house. Max, then they think it's the old lady's big son that's frightened. who's like a big mute, a big like hodler, you know what I mean? But it's no. And Max goes away into the woods and big big hodler follows him into the woods. But it's back to the house, the gang of fucking outflanked wee Mexico. And therefore there's no way in it, no. They're betting them all back.
They're taking Sprague. And then that's what she remembers. I've got a wedding. That's not what I mean.
He's in the back of the car, but I've left him to cook.
But she makes it there, and it's all the gang. And this is what I think. See the guy playing toe cutter, mate. I think this is like his best scene. And there's a lot of this is Condolini. He wants his hand back.
Brilliant, mate. But I did miss a lot of his dialogue, as I say, it was fucking dead low. I wasn't fucking up to my telly at fucking 10 o'clock last night and doing that. Waiting every cunt to house up so I could hear him, but could tell he was just acting brilliantly, man. But
just that bit, he's got like, you've got a very pretty face. Take it off.
That's right. No, if it wasn't so pretty, you know.
And then the next thing, like, your wee hero. And the way she says that, right, nobody move. And it was like, see the start of Pulp Fiction. Right, nobody fucking move.
Any of you fucking pricks move, and I'll execute every motherfucking last one of you. There's a hole in the fucking door.
And again, it's the way big toe cutter. Oh, I don't like guns.
She gets the one in the barn, locks the door, so Jessie can make for her escape with wee Sprague.
Aye. They make it back to the van, don't they? Well,
Max has heard the shot and he's on his way back.
Aye. The old woman, she's locked him in the barn. But just not going to stop him, is it? You know what I mean? And she jumps into the van with Jessie in the rain, doesn't she? But whatever Max is doing to the motor, it's not worked. You know what I mean?
It's chucked it.
Yeah.
And they find themselves fucking stranded on the middle of the highway, and Toe Cutter's gang are in hot pursuit, mate. So, wee Lizzie, I'm going to call her anyway. Her name's May, innit? Wee old May. She just goes, get here. You know what I mean? So they instead of fucking running into the field off road, they run. You know what I mean? And that's it, innit?
That's it. I mean, hats off to old May. She still has a go, has a shot. But the gang.
Is it her that killed fucking Bubba?
No. That's Max later.
Ah, right, sorry.
She just has a shot, but I think she misses.
Right.
And the next thing, the gang rides down Jessie and the Wayne. But see for this film, like it's all like gang violence and all the. You don't really see any bad stuff at all.
No.
It's just implied.
Mm-hmm.
Violence, know what I mean? Because obviously they run hot air and the Wayne, but you don't see it.
Aye. Just like you don't see Kundalini's horn coming off or the burn victims, you know what I mean?
Aye.
Which is, I suppose, probably why it got a fucking license in the end up. They did get, I've never seen any trivia that they did and had to cut it at it to go with American artists. So I don't know. But as you say, mate, fans chucked it. Toe Cutter and the gang have ran her and the Wayne down. And I thought they were good the first time I seen it. Obviously, the Wayne's not survived. And however they ran her down, right? Fucking hell, man. Obviously, got there too late, on his knees, and then we're in the hospital, aren't we, again? And however they've run her down, I've wrote down, Jesse looks like Robocop without his armour on. There's fucking nothing there left, man.
I know, there's an arm and a leg and fucking half a face. It's they've, like he says, I don't know what they've done. Just like ran Elman side there. You know what I mean? They're just zigzag.
It's kind of like when Max seen Goose.
Aye.
That's no my friend, but this is his wife. That's fucking probably worse. And must have thought the same thing, because it's probably instantly then, once he finds out the baby's dead, Jesse's going to be fucked. Do you know what I mean? Just, that's it. All bets are off. Switch is flicked, and he's out for revenge. He goes and gets his leg.
That's it. He is now Mad Max. He goes and gets the big souped up car, doesn't he?
He's extremely angry, Maxwell, is what it is. Like, it's a souped up fucking...
Could you imagine that? Mad Maxwell. That when he sold. Maximilian.
I know. It's me and your favourite fucking phrase, isn't it? We need to try and get into more conversations. Hello!
I say, Owen.
So if he gets a new motor, integrates mechanic under motor, I don't know what the fuck that. Aye, interrogates that new mechanic under the motor. I'm integrating. So he's interrogating him, he's fucking trapping the motor on him.
Just like, just see his method there. Oh, you're not telling me I'm going to drop this motor on you and just crush your ribcage? And then, what? How was he talking after that, Max? Know what I mean?
But he can't get air in his lungs. How's he talking?
But he eventually spills the beans, doesn't he? Tells them all the names, where they can find them and all this stuff.
Aye. And we immediately pan to a fucking fuel heist.
Aye. It has begun. The shortage has begun.
And this is where they get the pole vaulting for. And the remake, obviously, don't get me wrong, it's done 20, 30 times in the remake, isn't it? The pole vault and tankers, which is brilliant, man. Because it's all cars and shit. It's amazing, man. But this week, cunt's done it for fucking this a cliff on a moving tanker, which is fucking pretty decent. As soon as he's not a stuntman.
Exactly. But aye, they're fooling up for the other bikes and stuff because they're obviously rogues.
Eggs and the like.
Oh, I'm not sure about that boy. He's a rogue. But Max is obviously sitting waiting on them, isn't he? He knows where they're going to be, what they're doing and stuff.
He tries to pick off a couple at a time, doesn't he? He's got 3 or 4 at first, and he just fucking buffs his motor right through him, doesn't he, man?
Aye. He charges through him to begin with, and it knocks Johnny boy, doesn't it? Knocks him off the road. And it obviously goads the rest of them into it. But his motor's that fast, he's away up there, at a bridge, and turned about again. And obviously when the gang's coming across this bridge, this is when he's taking his opportunity just to drive through them. And I reckon it must kill them, because you don't see them again.
10-pin bowling, it's a V8 fucking Ford Falcon getting into at probably 80, 90 miles an hour with bikes coming 50, 60 miles an hour the other way. Ching! Right off the bridge, right into the one end of the creek.
Exactly. But Johnny, boy, he's fucking again. They've got this on film. Johnny boy's got to tell the rest of them what's happened to the rest of the gang, sort of thing. So see that thing? He's got the crowbar and he puts it into the phone beside the road.
Aye.
You know he's not actually supposed to be doing that. That's hurried up in case the police come and jail them.
Hello, exactly, man.
They didn't have permission to do it.
And why is he running about a fucking pinch bar anyway on a bike? That's fucking mental.
Oh.
But as you say, and when all this has happened, where he's got rid of the ones, he's managed to get all the way back to fucking the garage and put photographs into the tow cutter's helmet, hasn't he, man?
Yeah, that's it. Aye, because he's...
When they pull out the helmet, he just goes like
oh, his father was a snake. Oh. But they're joining up with Johnny boy in it, Baba and Toe Cutter.
aye, he's an ambush. A wee ambush going.
Aye, because they obviously know Max is hunting them down. So he's driving down a road and he sees there's like a bike and a guy lying in the field. So obviously Paul's there. I think it's that scene behind you there.
And Joe, he knows it's a fucking trap, doesn't he? But he's got to go out the car. And especially there is just saying like that scene there, then it gets fucking shot in the leg, didn't he?
Aye. There's some shot for fucking Ur Baba.
Shot in the leg, yeah. You watch us. Go snap. Aye, by the fucking Luger.
Aye. So he's lying there, isn't he? He's shot in the knee and he's reaching for his shotgun. But as all bad guys do in these films, they don't finish off anybody. So as he's trying to grab his shotgun, Baba drives Eddie's arm, and Mel Gibson lets out his movie scream.
No, they broke any cunt else's arm, but no Mel's, not him.
Aye.
Baba's done that about turns just to finish him off. And coming towards our hero, he's obviously thinking there's no way he's going to reach that gun that's like that away from him.
Oh, aye. And that's the end of Baba. Okay.
Aye. Takes him clean the chest right off the fucking bike and toe cutter fucking fucking scowl, whatever you call it, whatever cats. I don't
And Johnny the boy, he takes off into the field, doesn't he? That's the end of the gang for him as far as he's concerned.
I'm going to go make a new life for myself, mister. Straight and narrows away from me, honestly. No fooling.
But Toka takes off, doesn't he? And fucking the old Max is crawling back to the motor like he's got shite running down his leg.
Oh, do you know, anything I watch, any film, any TV pro, anything like that, when you watch, even fucking Wolf of Wall Street, when he's trying to get into the Lamborghini, it fucking takes forever, man. It's brilliant acting in the Wolf of Wall Street. Max, you're like, that fucking gun a motor, mate. But it's not affected his leg anyway when he's driving, because he tails it out of there at fucking, and he's up to toe cutter within fucking seconds. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, toe cutters. As you say, he's running him down, much like, who do we call him? Knight Rider at the start, innit?
Aye.
But toe cutter's too busy looking behind him and stuff. He doesn't see this big Arctic coming towards him, and he somehow leaves the road in Australia and ends up on the surface of Mars. Because he's
Man, Mars eyes, man. Loads of them, loads of Mars eyes.
Oh, man.
Eyes, duck eyes. That's what we got, man. And,
fucking brilliant.
And it's quite good that the truck can air him. That was quite good, man. You know what I mean? That looked kind of real. And,
again, mate, that guy who wasn't part of the film. He was just I see an Arctic lorry passing by, and he says to him, "We'll give you $50 to drive over this."
Never, right? Because we'll pay beer. Get a $50. The last scene.
But Max hasn't finished, you know. He's still one left out there, so he just drives through the night, fucking falling asleep at the wheel and all that. But yeah, he does eventually catch up with Johnny the boy, doesn't he?
Johnny the boy.
He's now on his latest victim.
Aye, who he says he doesn't kill, he's just getting the boots off a crash victim. But no worries, mate. But rather than just do him in there, Max notices the upturned vehicle. It's pissing petrol. So hands him the cuffs, doesn't he?
Right. Cuff your ankle. Puts the cuff on and then drags him out of this upturned truck in it.
Aye.
And he gets this lighter off him that he was going to use to burn Goose. And obviously the petrol's falling up like a broken light or something, isn't it?
Petrol's coming down and he manoeuvres a broken headlight underneath it as a kind of bowl. And then he makes a wee trough for the bowl, so that when it gets to a higher level, it'll come down this wee trough, and that's when he puts the lighter. Right. So then he gives him the instructions, didn't he?
Aye. It's like, this is a hack, so it'll take you 10 minutes to saw through the handcuffs. If you saw through your ankles, it might take 5. Frozen it. But the whole time, Johnny Boy's like, "You ain't Captain Madison, man." I'm like, fuck up.
Start cutting.
And that's must have been where they got the inspiration for the saw for them.
Thought the exact same thing, mate. Thought the exact same thing.
Because it's going to be in it.
Aye, definitely. And you instantly put yourself in that scenario and wondering if you could do it or no. If I was next to a mad bomb, I was going to die instantly. I'd probably just die, man.
Aye.
I have a terrible pain threshold, but I suppose everybody says your body's into fight or flight mode. But Johnny the Boy is, we don't know whether he's done it or not. We don't know whether he's started cutting the cuffs or his leg, because Max is just over the brow of the hill, just away from it, and then kaboom.
Yep.
And we take the end of Johnny the Boy. And not a punch in Max's face.
Not one fuck given.
and not like a Hollywood film where we would go and see him fucking laying his wife not to rest or whatever, turning the machine off. Just that's it, finished, kabam.
That's it. He just carries on to the fucking become the road warrior, isn't it?
Yes, and it finishes on the mad fucking vacation romantic music. You're like, fuck, man.
I know.
Oh,
it's like
the whole...
it's the only film but that doesn't let start and end with narration. But
true.
The other ones, it just like, oh, Mad Max carried on, fucking. All right, mate.
Just we start black and we end black, but for the one chance that the Halls of Justice music would have made sense, it fucking ended a romantic fail. Remember the vacation with me and my wife. Fuck off.
But if it was a Stallone film, it'd have been fucking. Except to be square.
So, Max, 1979, the start of a pretty fucking cult trilogy. What you giving it out of 10?
I'll give it 7-9.
A bit higher than myself. I'd say a 7-3. 7-3. I think the other, it makes for the other two, obviously. It's a cult classic, but I think the other two are better. Do you know what I mean? But
the second one's the best, in my opinion, anyway. It's still better than the one with Tom Hardy they made. Because it's just...
I did like that Tom Hardy one, and I do like Thunderdome as well.
I like all of them, mate. But I'll give it that because see the fact that exists, that film actually exists, it's like a miracle. Know what I mean? Because no money to shut off roads, no money for stunt drivers, all the motors in it were decommissioned police cars and stuff. Didn't have money for outfits, makeup, whatever. Know what I mean? Couldn't pay extras. Had to hire like a real biker gang. Fucking, it's just the fact that and then how good it actually turned out, where it could have turned out far worse. Know what I mean?
Exactly. Even your dog's fucking agreeing. You know what I mean? Fucking brilliant. So there we go, folks. That was Mad Max, episode 11 of What's the Script. We hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see some of your comments and feedback on the films that we've done, man, because we don't hear much from you. Just a couple of people that kind of get back in touch with us, but it's cool. We're having fun doing it anyway, aren't we?
Aye, definitely. Oh, the next film has already been decided anyway, well, before this, because this one was a request from America.
How you doing? American, man. I don't know.
So the next film will be The Breakfast Club. I think I've seen it once, but so I don't know what your feelings are towards The Breakfast Club.
I do like it. Do you know what I mean? If you take off your fucking, oh, fuck you, I'm a teen with feelings fucking hat and just enjoy it for what it is, it's a good film. And it's decent acting in it as well, everybody. It was the kind of, like, what did we watch that everybody went on to fucking greater things? Like The 40-Year-Old Virgin. This was like the place for a lot of good actors and actresses to go into fucking another 10, 20 films, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we'll get into that when we discuss it next week, my friend. I'll look forward to that.
Yeah. Don't you forget about me, mate.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well,
You've been sitting on that for an hour and a half.
oh, last night I'm like, I'm going to hit him with a doozy.
Right, boy, I will see you soon. And guys, thanks very much for watching. Catch you later.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And action!
You disgust me. Grow up.